Greetings and howdy howdy. Welcome to day one update on the 2022 quarantine and big leap. Let's start with the quarantine. You can see I'm out here in this open air area again, hoping I can finish this before it rains. I was up here earlier, and this daggone phone I have, sometimes the camera won't turn around and use the front facing camera, and the back facing camera is kind of crashed from my walk at the wharf that day. But anyway, I am still technically quarantining, but you can also see that I have no symptoms. Forgive me that I haven't shaved yet. I usually do that at the gym, and out of what's the term they like to use these days? Abundance of caution, which is generally I'm being an idiot, is what it means in translation. But anyway, just so I didn't unintentionally, if I have anything, infect somebody at the gym, I decided not to go there. They have a bench, in the disability shower where you can sit down and shave and you don't get tired standing up in the shower. But I could do it at the sink, but the razor and shaving cream is in the gym bag, which is in the trunk of the car. And I really haven't been anywhere the last 2 days, but I guess I'll grab it, take it inside. Or I honestly believe I'm probably out of the risk zone at this point. It's been 6 days since I was potentially exposed, and the friend I was with had symptoms 4 days ago, I think. What's today? Friday? Oh, yeah, Friday. Last Saturday night would have been 6 nights ago. Tuesday was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 4 nights ago. And anyway, I believe, I don't know that anyone knows, but I think if they say if you're going to have symptoms, it's usually within 5 days. So if I still feel fine in the morning, which I expect that I will, I'll probably go back to a normal schedule. Today I've been reading a book called Fat Chance by Professor and MD Robert Lustig. I got something, a frog, or sounds like a frog, a toad. Maybe a tree frog, I don't know. It sounds like it's pretty close. You hear it keep croaking? So anyway, that's the quarantine thing. It looks like I've dodged the bullet this time. Talked to my parents and my landlord this morning, who I'd both spent time with on Sunday and Monday, when I didn't even know I'd been exposed. But I guess you always have to assume you have been in this day and time. Anyway, they're all feeling fine, no symptoms, nothing. So maybe it was just my friend got it, maybe like Thursday before I saw her on Saturday, but didn't have any symptoms till Tuesday. I don't really know. That would be like 5 days, which is what some people say it takes that long to get the symptoms. But I don't know. If you know how this stuff works, please comment down below and fill us all in, because there's a whole lot of unknowns, I think, at this point. I've even talked to some medical-ish people, not like MDs or anything, but I called down to Duke Health System, I guess is what it's called, where Dr. Westman practices, in the keto clinic to see if I could get an appointment today. And the lady took my information. She's like, "Oh, you don't have insurance? Oh, you don't live in North Carolina? I don't know. We're going to have to send you to the financial aid people." Like, honey, I got an HSA. I got Christian Healthcare Sharing Plan. You will get paid. Oh, no, I still got to send you to the financial aid people. And then she said, "Well, you'll either get somebody or it'll be a voicemail, and then they'll call you back." Well, I got a voicemail, and they haven't called me back. So if I didn't mention it before, I'm trying to get down to let Dr. Westman evaluate my medications and see what, if any, I need to still be on, and also whether or not he believes I should be on a statin, and why. You heard me mention him in the video about doctors I trust. If you're watching this on on Chillin' with Chip, you'll have to go to CP59 Fit to see that video. But I'll probably post this one on both channels also, since it's kind of a chillin' update and it's also a health update. And I was going to talk about, I mentioned in my Big Leap video yesterday, I'm hoping to fully be location independent by the end of the year. And then last night, as I got the calendar filled out for all the house sits I've already accepted, it looks like I I will be here at the apartment until the 15th of July. Then I'll be at a house at the 15th and the 16th. So I might be back here the 17th through the 20th. So that's what, 4 days? So that's a total of 18 days this month, which is a little more than half. I could try real hard and find one between now and the 15th, but everybody's putting up last minute July 4th ones, but then they don't answer you. So, but then I start, well, let's see, I'm here till, I mentioned I'd be here till the 20th, the 21st of July through, I think it's August the 4th. I am in Fredericksburg at a 55 plus community. I have an indoor pool, outdoor pool, pickleball court. To be kind of almost like living at my parents', but have my own place. And then possibly the 5th through the 7th, the people I'm house sitting for from the 10th to the 10th of August to the 4th of September may need me for that weekend. And if they do, I'll only be here like maybe 3 days, 4 days in August. So here's the question of the day. Please comment down below. If you were only going to be in an apartment 4 days and you had the potential to have another housing place 90-95% of the time, would you continue to pay rent just to hold that place, or would you put whatever you decide to keep in storage? And I did find I can get one of the smallest storage bins about 10 miles up the road here for like $30 a month, which would be significantly like 99%, 97%, something less than I'm paying for rent. And I would have a carload of stuff with me, so I really would only have one carload of stuff to put in storage if I kept it all. Of course, I could donate some more stuff. I'm thinking the only thing I might keep is like opposite season clothes, because we actually do get 4 seasons up here. I don't know that I actually want to be here in the winter though, so that's one thing that house sitting or pet sitting is going to give me, that option, is to kind of perpetually chase spring, even though I am kind of hoping to stay in this general vicinity somewhere. My guideline is kind of within a day of my parents, but I don't really want to go too far north because that gets cold in the winter too. But my niece and nephew are both in Pennsylvania, and they both had a daughter about a year ago, and I've only met one of them, so I'm trying to get a house sit up somewhere around Harrisburg so that I could visit them while I'm up there sitting. And if I can get Duke to call me back, I will try to get a house sit in North Carolina around the time of my doctor's appointment, or if I can't get it around the time of the doctor's appointment, if I can get one in Durham at a reasonable time, I will change the doctor's appointment if they even let me in. I guess they have to be cautious with people not paying, but I will pay them. And then I'm also kind of planning a trip back to Texas September or October, so I'm trying to figure out if I can find something around Knoxville or Nashville and kind of house sit my way down to Texas, pick up the stuff from my landlord, the 3rd carload that's never made it up here, and either get rid of most of that or maybe get another small storage bin down there, or just take it with me to a house sit and then sort it out and bring my what they call fine art. It's the portraits, signed, what do you call that stuff? Limited edition prints I bought at different events I photographed over the years. One of them's even a Thomas Kincaid, so I don't want to just give that to Goodwill or put it at a yard sale price. But anyway, I probably want to keep those 3 or 4 wall hanging pictures that I have. But everything else at her house I've lived without since February, so I can probably live without it. Although I'll look and stuff and say, oh, that's where that is. Or, oh, I thought I'd kept that. But anyway, I have stuff scattered. But I'm really interested to know what you're thinking as to, well, today's July 1st, and since I've been in quarantine, I haven't got my rent to the bank yet. If the bank's open tomorrow, I'll take it down there. If not, I guess it's Tuesday. So I really don't want to give her 30 days notice this month, which would be August 1st, which would put me here till the end of August. In August, I am completely booked, I think, except for like 3 nights, and that goes into September. And by then, I'm sure I'll be booked September, October, November. And if I have to stay 5-10 nights at my parents throughout the month or with friends throughout the country, that's not the end of the world. On the other hand, I don't want to drive horrible amounts, but if you're saving around $1,000 in rent, you can drive a long ways in a hybrid. So that's kind of, I guess I'm kind of at the point where I either have to reduce expenses or I have to increase my income, or I'll just keep burning through my savings, which is not at the top of my priority list. I would really like to cut the burn. I did start a new job today, which you know about if you're on my Facebook page, but it's paying extremely little until I can have some events that raise some funds, and then maybe the pay will go up. So anyway, I may be looking for another remote type of job. I think I would rather do that than report to a convenience store or a gym or something every day and have to clean toilets or stock goods. I probably do want to increase my income, and I'm going to concentrate on these channels, but that's probably going to take another 6 or 8 months. So I guess what I'm thinking is the best way is to reduce expenses. And I would say rent is somewhere in the vicinity in excess of 60% of my monthly expenses at this point. Of course, with everything else going up and rent staying the same, that's getting to be a smaller and smaller percentage each month. But getting rid of that big of a chunk of expenses would really slow the burn. And with a little bit of income starting at the end of this month, you know, it may not be that bad. I'm sure they won't pay me till the end of the month. But today I, quote unquote, started the job and I haven't even heard from them. My orientation isn't until the 5th, and then my first staff meeting is the 7th. So after Thursday of next week, I'll be able to tell you a little more about what I'm doing. You know, my great niece is apparently doing Instacart. Does anybody have any familiarity with that? Dad seems to think that sometimes she makes $900 a week, and she's just graduated from high school. So I may look into that, and that would be something I could do almost anywhere I land. I'm sure I could just change my location and pick up things there. And I have the car with a hybrid, so it's not going to be an inordinate amount of gas. Gosh, if she can make even $300 a week, that would be cover my expenses and then some. So anyway, I value your input, and that's I was thinking maybe October 1st I would give the landlord, or be out by October 1st, which now I'm thinking maybe September 1st, since I'm not going to be here most of August. But anyway, I have time to think about that. I have time to work on lining up more house sits, and I really want to go to some to make sure, you know, that they are something I can live with. Some of them have the dogs and cats sleep with you. Whenever I have more than one, I feel like a sandwich, like the inside of the sandwich. So I don't really want to get 2 and 3 animals sleeping in the bed with me and setting off my allergies. But some of them have crates, some of them don't. Some of them are in beautiful areas with views. I've sent a few of you that I have your cell phone number, the actual sits I'm going to do, and you've remarked about how gorgeous the houses are, how big they are. They're much nicer than anything I would ever pay to live in. So I can live in for free and help take care of them. That's always a plus. That's enough rambling. Y'all have a great night. I am still healthy, as you can tell, and I'm still losing weight, so I'm still only overweight. I think I was down about another pound today, so let's keep going in the right direction. And I am working on that sugar series, which maybe tomorrow, but at least probably by next Wednesday, I'll have the first one up and ready to go. Y'all stay safe out there. Love you. Bye-bye.